She really hates him, it's really true.
Okay, testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3.
Oh, test.
We are back.
We're back, baby.
My Wife Hates Me is back. So many people missed us.
Well, at least 4.
4? Who's our main guy? Aaron, what's his name? Or something Rogers? Or didn't we have one like
Aaron Rodgers, yeah,
No.
he loves us. He's like so invested in our podcast.
That's a football player. Not him. Who was the guy?
Is he a football player
Oh, not
or a
now.
baseball player?
Aaron Rodgers is a football player.
Oh, okay, I don't know.
With the Jets, but he got hurt.
Welcome back. Before Rich gets off and running on stupid shit, this is what Rich loves to do. Here we are, right back in the middle of it.
All I did
This
was
is
say
no. This is what you do. I have zero in my brain. What's the thing with the that and the? It's like so annoying immediately.
How long do
Like, why should I be expected to know stuff that you want to talk about?
I don't want to talk about it. I'm just saying.
You brought it up though, so how do you not want to talk about it?
It's not the,
Unless you know the person's name that you're talking about that you want to bring up, don't bring it up. Just go, oh, I guess I can't talk about that because I don't remember that person's name.
That's a good theory or a good rule. That's a good rule. I like that rule. If I can't think of the name, I'm gonna have to go with you on that rule. How long were we off? When did we stop? In
I don't know, June, I think.
The whole summer we didn't do this. You look prettier than ever now. I like your outfit.
Thank you.
I like your outfit. It's like, holy fuck, look at you all dolled up.
I put a sweater on.
I never saw that sweater. That's a new podcast sweater, isn't it?
Okay.
Is it?
No.
Come on.
No, it's old.
You wearing a bra?
Yes.
All right. So, well, so much went on. I mean, where do you start after taking off like 3 months, right? 3 months.
Well, why did we take off 3 months? I guess start there. Because
well,
before we left, we were talking a lot about we're going to move. We're going to get a house. And we're going to move. And then we did. We bought a house.
Yeah.
And
did we buy it before we stopped? Did we?
I think we did. Or we put a bid on it. I don't know. I think we did. I think they'd accepted our offer before whatever. Anyway, so then it's a lot of work moving, those of you who've done it.
Okay, let me tell you something. One, I was 50-50 on moving. Like, I had no problem with our old house. I loved the property more than I liked the house. But I like that. The basement was amazing in our old house, even though it flooded during Ida. But we had it all repaired, which we went through. It looked great. We had those buildings built behind us, which didn't really bother me. Bonnie didn't like them. So I was 50-50 on moving.
I was doing yoga outside one time. You're like, everyone could see you.
Well, yeah. I didn't say it's bad. I just said you're doing it on the back deck. I mean, who does?
Oh, I'm not allowed to do yoga on the back deck?
No, I didn't say stop.
Anyway, thank God we moved. We have fence all the way around this place.
Okay.
Trees all the way around it.
I knew what moving is up there with divorce and all that crazy. I mean, when it comes to stress, the stress of moving.
I think the stress of a divorce is probably less.
It depends.
Because you're like, oh, finally I'm getting out of this bullshit.
Yeah, unless you have a lot of money.
Can't wait.
Lawyers.
Divorce sounds fun. Like you're like, oh, I have freedom.
Yeah,
I don't have to deal with someone anymore.
Now that you have your house that you want, you would live here alone. Would you live here alone? Is that what you want?
I mean, what do you mean? Like if you died tomorrow, am I still going to live here? We're not. Well, that's just not even a thing to even think about because it's not happening.
Don't be. All right. So anyhow.
Murder, suicide, baby.
Moving.
You know it.
You know how stressed. Well, everybody knows. We're not the only ones who moved. And I do things my way. She wants to do things her way. You know, we bought boxes, this and that. And I would do. I mean, it was besides getting everything out of our old house.
Rich has a very
I did it in
bizarre. I like to just go until it's done I'll just keep moving till it's done. But you do stuff in little tiny increments.
Steps. I do steps, and it worked out perfectly. Went 2 moving trucks full.
Did it work out perfectly? We had to go back to that house 700 times to get more of your stuff. Rich, you definitely have a bit of a hoarding problem.
No, I don't. We threw out. Look at the pile of stuff we threw out.
Yeah, but well, okay. I'll tell the story.
I have a picture of it somewhere.
Rich, when we were moving from the condo into the last house that we had, I found a George Foreman grill, like a big one.
You didn't find it.
Whatever. I wanted to throw it out. I was like, let's get rid of this or give it to donation or whatever, because at that time we weren't eating meat. None of us were. When we
first moved to Steinmetz, I was eating meat. I didn't move into Steinmetz not eating meat.
I don't know. Okay. So anyway, I said, let's get rid of the George Foreman, which we never used. And then when we were moving from the last house to this house, in with your tools, I found the George Foreman.
With my tools?
In that room.
First, really?
Yeah.
With stuff that was in that room that was stored on that shelf.
Whatever, you had taken it anyway.
Yeah. Where is it now?
Donation.
Oh, good. Because...
well, you never used it, not one time.
Now I do, because I eat turkey burgers again. So, and they were great on the George Foreman. Even my little traveling one, we didn't throw that out. My traveling George Foreman. Anyhow.
Your traveling George Foreman.
That's one burger at a time. So, we had 2 moving trucks.
I'm already tired of doing this podcast.
I'm not listening.
I was so excited.
What am I doing wrong? I'm not doing anything wrong.
I've heard all this so many times. No, it's not you. It's not you. It's just,
I know it's
I know my life. All right.
Well, what do you think a podcast is?
I know. Okay. All right.
So 2 moving trucks, 5 guys, 10 hours, plus a full pod, a big pod. Those pods. You know what a pod is. Some people don't know what a pod is. It's basically a moving truck without wheels. It's a big container, and they fill it. We filled it, and they come take it and bring it over. So just last week, I finished the garage here, putting everything. And I just put boxes here and there and brought stuff. I haven't even gone through all the boxes and go, well, this goes here, this goes there. Super 73 sent me a bike, electric bike. I haven't even put that together yet. Is that what it is? Yeah, Super 73, which I was riding around on the Kreischer tour. So it was very stressful. The place looks great here, but every room isn't ready. We can't have company yet, because it's just not ready to have
What's not ready?
Where are they going to sit? Once my room is finished, the coffee and tea room.
Okay, so we should talk about this.
Well, hold on. Talk about your pool first.
No, we'll talk about this first. When I said we should put an offer on this house, after we went and looked at it, we both loved the house.
Whoa. I said I didn't love it. I love it.
I don't understand.
I like it. It's not my dream house. It's a way better house than we had. I like the house, but my dream house is all brick, like okay? And the inside is perfect.
It is telling that you would love a brick house. That is what it's like talking to you. It's like talking to a brick house.
That's nice. Oh, let's not be mean. I like a brick house. I'm sorry.
Was that too mean?
No, but it's negative towards me. Go ahead.
What you're saying?
Already, okay. I hate this podcast. You like a brick house. Okay. Jesus.
Relax. So, no, but when I said, do you want to put a bid on this house? First of all, you did like the house. You thought it was great.
I thought it was nice. Yeah. And I want to make you happy. If you liked it and that's what you wanted, I'm there. I'm behind you. For every woman, there's a man behind her push, whatever that's line is.
No,
For every successful woman, there's a man
being annoying.
All right, go ahead.
So he said, we'll put the bid on the house if I get to put up all the pictures that I want.
In that, yeah,
and then we had a little bit of a negotiation, and then we decided that you could put up all the pictures you wanted in one room. You could decorate totally one room. So
we have like 2 living rooms basically.
So there's the living room with the fireplace and the TV and the couch and everything, and then there's a like sitting room.
That's my room, my tea and coffee room.
So he's already.
It looks great so far.
He was away in San Francisco for 10 days, and all he talked about was like, I just want to come home and hang my pictures. You're obsessed.
I'm not obsessed. It looks good. I bought a new one yesterday with those 3 ladies sitting.
I can't, and I just let it happen. And I was talking to my mom, and I was like, I wish I was the kind of person that could just like be like, well, that's what he wants. That's my husband. But every time someone comes in, I have to be like, that's not me. I didn't do that. I have to explain, like, I'm not crazy. That's my husband.
I sent those pictures. I was on radio yesterday calling, and Norton was going, wow, those are nice frames. Nice. Some people,
yeah, but like 1 or 2, but you have like 40 of them.
Have you ever seen? And I've talked about this a million times.
The crown. The crown is a castle.
Well, this is my castle. Okay.
Not your dream castle.
No, it's a beginner's castle. I mean, that one up on the hill in Hillsborough, the $2 million house. That's a castle. I would buy that in a second.
Oh, sorry, couldn't buy that one.
I know, me too. Well, we didn't have that kind of money, so I'm decorating one room. I just ordered 2 nice Victorian lamps today.
Oh my God. I mean, it is. And I said, I so many times I was like, get some inspiration, start looking at inspo photos so you can really do this right. No,
you don't know. You don't know what I looked at.
I asked you, you're like, I know what I'm doing.
I do know what I'm doing, but you don't know my memories or.
Well, I sent you one picture of a couch. You're like, oh, I'm getting that.
Well, I didn't. No, you didn't. Did you? I don't remember.
Yeah, that Instagram.
No, I don't remember. I don't know. All I know is it's a gigantic house, very stressful. We're still getting it together. The pool filter, you have to go to college to learn how to work that. We went the whole summer with a hot tub. Is it a hot tub or a whirlpool or a jacuzzi? What's it called?
I mean, I call it a hot tub. It's called a spa, I think.
You had to use it before 8 p.m. or then it's shut off.
Yeah, we couldn't figure out how to get it to go. Because it's timed or something. It's on a timer. 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. is the only times you can use it. And we still have not yet figured out how. Last night I was in the hot tub, 8 p.m. Boom.
Yeah, because I called you. You go, I'm going in the hot tub. And
I didn't even realize it was that late.
And, we have to have our pool. I never went swimming once in the summer. For some reason, swimming doesn't do it for me. The hot tub's okay. That's nice. Right now, my back, my sciatica is killing me. I came down with that over the summer. So we have to have the pool closed. But I thought people leave hot tubs open through the winter. That's the sense they go in when it's late at night, when it's cold or something. Jacuzzis.
I don't know. You got to get somebody to come and close up your pool. And I think the hot tub, because it's attached to the pool, it gets closed up.
I think that's those separate jacuzzis they keep. That's what they keep going through the winter.
Yeah, like my sister just has a hot tub.
A jacuzzi.
Well, whatever, the same thing.
It's separated from the pool, our hot tub. A jacuzzi is like the thing I wanted to get on our porch at the old house. I wanted to get a jacuzzi.
Oh my God.
What?
And he's like, it's like, I had to like have a talk with him. Like, we can't bring every white trash thing over here.
Well, I'll tell you, our piece of property we sold, I guarantee if we go back there in 2 years, there's going to be fucking high rises on it. Somebody who bought that, I'm not telling you the price, but they go, I'll pay this much over the highest bid.
They said, yeah, whatever the highest bid is. So we did this thing where it was like 4 days of whatever. We got 10 bids on it. And the guy
You got 10?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
10 bids. And
within 4 days?
Mm-hmm. So like Monday at noon or whatever, it was like best and final. And the guy put a bid in, and said, if anybody overbids me, I'll do 15,000 over what the highest bid is.
We should have bid ourselves.
I know.
We fucked up. We should have bid.
So stupid.
But we're going to go back there in a year, 2 years. And there's going to be 3 houses on that property, subdivided or something.
But who cares?
I do.
Why?
Because that would be $1 million we could have had. It's all right. We sold it, closed on it. I mean, there was a lot of stuff too. They come over like 2 days before we're closing. Oh, the water has something in
bacteria. It's a
well.
well. So they
well
tested
water.
it, and then they were like, "Oh, there's bacteria," and then we had to get this thing put in.
$2,000.
Yeah,
this whole system they put in a new electrical box. If you're a plumber or water.
What are you trying to say?
I'm saying it was so much
but
to meet the standards to sell a house. We had to have, which we already did when we bought it. We had to have somebody come in the backyard and test to make sure there was no tank buried in the ground. Because years ago, people used to get houses and they heat them with oil that they would pour into their oil tanker, and that's how houses were heated. And some of those people still have those tankers in their backyard, which cause whatever. So we had to make sure there was no tank, even though we did it when we moved in, but we couldn't find the paperwork. So that, I guess they inspected it, right? Did they inspect it? Yeah.
It's all good. We did it. We moved. We're doing our podcast again. Let's this is kind of boring.
All right. So we just had to give it a rundown. I'll talk about the summer a little.
Okay. What do you want to talk about?
Well, my back is killing me.
What about the sofa buying? You don't want to talk about that?
When we went to buy the sofa?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
No, I don't want to.
Why? You just said you want to talk.
I know, but then I didn't know you would want to. Like, it was kind of bad behavior on your part.
First of all, I'm not 8 years old, so it wasn't bad behavior.
It was bad behavior. I walked out of the store and I went and sat in the car.
Yeah, because you're Canadian and that's how you guys deal with things. Americans deal with things so much different. When you go,
No. Let me set the stage. The last time we moved, we went to go buy furniture, and every single place that we went, Rich would slightly aggressively tell them they needed to give him a better deal because he had cash. And every single person, without fail, there was not even a waiver on anyone's part, went, we don't do that.
Okay, all we had to
and
do,
they said, there was a place that was like, we actually don't take cash. Then you were like, give me free shipping. And then they were
delivery, not shipping.
Whatever, delivery. We really? That's the part? Oh, well, I guess then I stand corrected. But is that like, honestly, where you get a little bit of leverage?
Yeah.
That's where you're like going to be like, I might have been a fucking asshole at every store we went to, but you just said shipping. This is what I deal. That's what I live with. Craziness.
So, first of all, when I was negotiating with them, the reason they said no is because they didn't take me seriously. If we would have said, okay, this is it, and started walking, that's when they take you seriously.
No, we walked. That guy did not walk after us.
When? On the old house?
No. So then we go couch shopping. On the way in, I go, you're not going to do that thing again. He goes, I'm going to do it because you don't want to get taken advantage of. I go, well, I'm going to leave if you do it.
You never said that. You said, just don't be mean or something.
I said, don't be aggressive. If you are, I'm going to leave, which is exactly what happened. So this is at the end of what weekend is it? The Memorial Day weekend.
Labor Day.
Okay, Labor Day. Again.
Memorial's the beginning of the summer.
Okay. Whatever, your stupid
They
fucking
don't
holidays.
ship on Memorial Day.
So
Go ahead.
literally there's a half hour left to the store being open, and we go in. The guy is tired. It's been a long weekend of, sales or whatever. He says, "Hi, we're looking for a couch." He shows us some couches, and then Rich leans forward and goes, "Let me explain something to you about sales."
I didn't say it like that.
He did.
No?
He leaned forward. We were having a good time.
I don't know if you call it a good time.
And the guy looked at you like, "Are you fucking kidding me right now?" And then
No. I didn't say. I said, let me tell you a little thing about a sale.
no.
Not sales, not how to do your job. This stuff's on sale. That's all bullshit. When they go, it's on sale.
This is exactly what he's doing to
they
the guy.
raised the price.
This is what it gives me. And the guy's like, And then the guy says, "You go, so you better give us a deal." And the guy goes, "We have a sale going on. If you don't like the prices, what can I tell you?" And then the guy says, I've been doing this sale all weekend. I have half an hour left on my shift." He goes, "I really don't need this right now."
He didn't say that.
Basically, something like that. Very similar. That's when I got up and left. I was like,
Yeah, it's hard to negotiate without your partner.
Rich doesn't have any idea what he's doing. Like he still to this very moment is defensive about that he was right. But nobody, then we went to another one a couple days later. I said, and he asked her to get us free
shipping
delivery. And she was like, "Nah, we don't do that."
Yeah. And we didn't go back. I mean, that was a cheap couch anyhow.
I mean, I didn't want any of those couches, but I'm just saying, like, it never works. Literally, that's 8 places probably that we went over the course of several years.
And you don't know how to negotiate. You gotta go, "Well, listen, this is what I can offer. Here's my number."
I never have any problems with salespeople or anything. And lots of times I just get free shit. I'm not even trying because I'm just being a normal, nice person, and they appreciate it. I don't think they're like, "Oh, this guy," like the way you weren't nice, you weren't charming. You can be very charming. You certainly weren't that night. You were like, "Let me explain a sale." The guy was like, "Oh my God." You couldn't read that guy's, like, he was just like,
first of all, you go in there,
none of them have ever, it's never worked for you. Tell me one time that it's worked for you. This.
What, negotiating?
It's not even, you're not even negotiating. You're bullying or
It's not bullying.
aggressively trying to get something.
Trying to get a better deal.
Yeah, but why would you aggressively do it? Why would you be mean to someone to get something?
I wasn't mean. If
you were like, "Hey, is there any way you can get us a better deal?" First of all, they're the cheapest fucking things on the planet anyway.
Okay. If we went to North Carolina where furniture's made, you know the deal.
I guess we'll go to I guess we'll go there and we'll find out if his system works there. Aggressive, tell them how to do their job, and you'll just get deal after deal after deal, I guess. Being charming and lovely, that won't work.
How do I be lovely?
Accepting that you're at a fucking discount place already, and
that wasn't a discount place.
Whatever, it was shit.
There was some nice ones.
No.
Yeah.
No, it was like fabric that would give you a rash. It was like, not interested.
Well, I don't know. I mean, well, listen, it worked out.
Not for us that night. I went home. I was pissed.
You can't. We grew up differently. That's all. You can't accept a way.
Yeah, but I don't understand this idea that I'm going to do this and I'm going to do it over and over and over again, and it's never going to work. I saw you do it at Lexus, or not Lexus, at some car place. You were like, I worked. The guy was like eye rolling you there too, and he didn't give you a deal either. And when you were leaving, you're like, "That's a nice whatever car," and then you got the wrong make of the car. You were like, "That's a nice Audi." He's like, "That's a whatever."
First of all, I've gotten us better deals on cars. I always do. On cars.
Cars, that's their whole thing.
Well, I don't. Furniture.
No, they're not. We just proved it over and over and over. over and over, we've proven to ourselves by trial and error, testing it out, that you can't get a cheaper fucking couch by being aggressive to the salespeople. And yet you keep doing it. So tell me how it works. Where's the proof? Where's the proof?
Well, anybody that's bought furniture
has paid the fucking sticker price.
You could text us or email and see if I'm right or wrong, because
and I don't want to hear from people who are like, I just was being nice and they gave me a deal. That's not what we're talking about. I'm talking about you go in,
negotiate,
and you fucking look the person in the eye and you go, I'm not fucking leaving until you give me a fucking deal.
Is that what I did?
Okay. You want to give me free fucking delivery or not?
Yeah, remember he said
I could walk. And then saying, if we had walked out, they would have done it. We did walk out every fucking
we
place.
Our number. How are they going to get back to us and go, okay, you're right, we can work something out if we didn't leave our number?
Rich,
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm not.
You're 100% wrong.
Well, look at how she's holding her coffee again after 3 months. Anyhow.
Anyway, we didn't get a new couch. I cleaned the old one really good.
It looks good. It looks brand new.
It does look very nice.
And then she bought some new throw pillows. And so our TV living room is almost done. Kitchen looks great. The new table. What we're sitting on now is from our old place. And what else looks good? Bonnie's room looks amazing. She has a palace, her room. She has a sewing room, an extra sewing room.
But do people know we have separate bedrooms?
Yeah. People love it. Love that idea.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
It's brilliant, especially if I come in later, I snore or whatever, and or
we have different hours. I like to get up early and drink my coffee in bed.
I used to get up a lot earlier than you.
Oh my God.
What? So
it's just like nothing.
No, it's not nothing. What?
It's like any little thing that you could jump on, you do.
Oh, I'm just trying to, deliver what I got. I'm trying to ship it to you. So I want to have, a little dinner party, but we have so many comic friends. Like when we had our party at Steinmetz, how many people were at that party, you think?
It was in the middle of COVID, maybe like 30.
30, not 20. But like if we had a party here, there'd be 100 people.
Well, I don't know if we're going to do that.
Yeah, I know. Not just in the summer you could do that, but not, I mean, with the pool open and stuff. Although we could do it still, because the pool's heated. Although I don't know if you've ever turned the heater on.
I did the pool once.
Heated?
Yeah.
Could you feel it?
Oh, yeah. It was like swimming in a hot tub.
Oh. How long does it take to heat?
Almost a day.
But like as hot as it was all summer, how come the pool never heat? I didn't go in the pool, so
I don't know. It got up to like 86 or something.
Didn't before we moved in, you guys wanted to buy a slide for the pool, and they were like $2,000.
Yeah. Well, I looked up slides, and there were a lot. So I guess we're not getting a slide.
That's silly, anyhow. Well, all in all, I mean, summer. I mean, this is our moving episode. We're not talking about our careers over the summer. But with the moving and the stuff I did this summer, very stressful. Very stressful.
But we did it. We got it done. It was a lot of work. It was really like every day you had to do so much work. It was like I was like a actual like working human. You ever think like other people have to work so hard all the time?
We both.
And we finally were doing it. No, I mean, I just like fuck around all day.
We could never without those moving trucks and moving men ever, people.
I hated hearing them grunt. It was so driving me nuts.
Well, people.
Every box they'd be like, where does this go? It's like, it's written on it. please. Every time you go, it's downstairs, they'd be like, or you go upstairs, they'd be like,
I mean, there was some.
they were like
heavy
angry
shit.
about. It's like
No, they were nice.
but they were like every time you had to sit upstairs, they'd be like, oh, how about just put it right here then? I guess.
And
I
there
don't
was
know.
one guy that they all were all like trashing, going, "Look, that guy does nothing."
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
one was it?
Well, there was a couple of black dudes, a couple of white dudes. It was mixed, right? They
Yeah.
were mixed. It was one. I think he was like Jamaican or something. They go, look at him.
Oh, they all see.
He's look. He's taking apart, putting together. He's not moving anything. Like
Oh, he was like good at sort of pretending he was working.
yeah. So, what was I going to say? I don't remember.
Well, the most amazing one was we had this junk pile because we were just throwing it to the side of the garage, and
garage.
what do you call it?
Garage.
Oh,
not garage. Garage.
Okay.
Okay, I'm just helping you in case I don't want you to get embarrassed in front of people.
Oh my God. So we're putting it by the garage. Is that right?
Yeah, that was good.
And
say Hoboken.
Hoboken.
Okay, see, that's wrong, but go ahead.
I corrected someone the other day.
You did for what? Saying Hoboken?
They said Hoboken. I go, Hoboken. They were like, what? I was like, you've been saying it wrong your whole life. I'm going to get it changed slowly. No, so then we had this huge pile of like junk,
That's just stuff we threw out. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was like this guy came with his van. I don't know where you found him from.
He was from the pot. Whatever. Go ahead.
I never saw. Have you seen anyone work that hard in your life?
No.
I mean, it was insane. We were just standing there. He was like,
he got everything in the van.
He got everything in there in like half an hour.
Well, it was more than that, but maybe 40
I mean,
minutes.
a full fucking workout that guy did. He did not stop. He didn't take a drink of water. He just, man, I was like,
you loved him.
I was like, this guy can fuck. I bet he doesn't stop.
Oh.
Yeah. And we had to say goodbye to our neighbor, Dan.
His wife passed over the summer, right?
Yeah. No, before.
Not when we were doing our podcast.
I think so.
It's sad.
Because he sent me a text. He sent me a text that said, and I don't know him very well.
Well, he was our neighbor.
I know, but still. What?
I got to take this hit pause.
I don't know how.
Where's my...
What is it?
Hello?
I think it's his doctor.
Hit pause.
I don't know how.
I'll forget it. I'll do it later.
What is it?
It's my doctor.
Your results?
Yeah, I guess.
But you just hung up on them?
No, it never happened. It didn't come through.
Oh. Well, anyway, so Dan sent me a text. I was out and about and he said, my wife is probably going to die today.
Ooh.
She had something wrong or whatever. She was in the hospital. She's probably going to die today. But then it was such a weird thing. So, of course, I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. And can I do anything? But then the next day I had to be like, hey, Dan, how's it going? Like, you want to be like, well, where do we stand?
Oh, Jesus. Now I'm having an anxiety attack.
Why? Because your doctors called you?
Well, with results.
They're going to call you with results, whether they're good or bad.
Yeah, it gives you anxiety.
It doesn't give you anxiety. If you
never go to the doctor, you never have physicals, you never take blood. So you don't know the anxiety.
Listen, there's nothing wrong with you. You know that deep down. If you know something's wrong with you, you know that deep down too.
Can I listen to the voicemail?
Go ahead. It's just going to say, call us back. We have your results. I got to send somebody a text today. My husband's probably going to die today. Well, we don't know what the results are.
I'm pretty good. My Is this still going?
Yes.
My
What?
blood sugar levels were elevated, whatever that is. They said a low carb diet,
Okay.
and he said everything else was normal.
They want you to start a low carb diet.
Well, what's your blood sugar levels? Should we call Dr. Steve?
No.
And put him on speaker?
I think you have all the information you need, but you love talking about your health with other people. So
No. Why do you say the things I love? I love negotiating.
you do. Well, obviously
I
you don't
love-
hate it. Otherwise you wouldn't be like, I got to get in there and do it. You're like driving there like, as soon as I can get in somebody's face about this fucking couch. Love
you make
it.
me laugh.
But it's like, obviously, if you didn't love it, you'd be like, I'll just pay the extra 100.
It's not the money. It's not the money. Okay.
Don't. We
What?
both know what's going on right now.
What? Did I put new gum in?
Yes.
Oh.
It's like
I'm
so
saying,
crazy that
my
45
crazy-
minutes you can't have like, you got to chew so much.
Man, oh God, in the last 2 days, I did 5 podcasts and they were all great. I had so much fun on all of them. I have a special coming out next Tuesday, the 26th, on YouTube/Rich Voss, or go to my website, richvoss.com. There'll be a link. So I did 2 days ago, I did Shane's podcast,
Mm-hmm.
which was so much fun. I mean, I've known him since he started almost. Then I did
Gillis. What's his last name?
Shane Gillis. Then I did We Are Garbage, or what's it called? Are You Garbage? Or
Are you garbage?
Both were great. But, Shane's, we just sat and talked and bullshit. But they have a fucking, just a great, I guess, what is it, theme? Or what do just the way they do it is just fucking, it was great. They're both of them, they're what do you call it? They're between them. They're, what do you call it when you?
I don't have. This is how we started the podcast. This is what he does. He'll just go.
When two people act together. When two people act
They have good chemistry.
Yeah, their chemistry. I couldn't think of the word. Thank you.
What do we have?
Great chemistry.
Okay, that's it for us today. Thank you so much
No.
for listening. No, we're good. We did it, right?
What are you talking
What
about?
else do you need to say? You're not sitting close enough. It feels like you're done.
No, well, I got no. I mean, this was good.
I wish this fucking writer's strike would end.
Oh, Bonnie went to the picket line.
I did.
They have power. Drew Barrymore said, "Fuck it, I'm not pissing the whole world off."
What an idiot! What a fucking idiot! I wonder who's her team? Who's advising her? It's such bad advice. Why would she have to start her show? And Bill Maher too. Bill Maher's a dick, so it doesn't hurt his persona, or what the public thinks about him as much. But Drew had like a real good thing going, and then she just blows it because she's like,
I think she wanted to get people work that, not the.
yeah, but she's thinking, so what? So some of the people who are really feeling this, I mean, aside from some of those staffed up writers probably do, but the all those hair and makeup and everybody who worked in production, that they're taking a break because they have to, because nothing's being made, and they're not getting anything out of it. They're not getting any more money. They're not, doing it. And so it's like, so two hair and makeup people from Drew's show get to go back to work. But what about all the others that now, if she had done that, if Bill Maher had done that, then it would have caused more people to do that. And then it would have been all for nothing. And all those people would have.
Did Bill Maher do it?
No, he backed down too. They both did. But it's like, of course you did, especially Drew. It's like, after this talk show's over, you're going to want to go back to acting. Like,
Bill Maher went after or said something. He's like, I think the other day, Stern keeps talking about his wife, how much he loves her. Da, da, da. Stern
Mm-hmm.
talks a lot about his wife. And which there's nothing wrong. And Bill Maher's like, he has an ex-wife that has to listen to this and him gushing. They've been divorced 20 years.
I'm sure the ex-wife would rather that he was happy than it's the dad of her kids.
I got to find on YouTube. I'm sure Stern went off on Bill Maher.
Right.
Yeah. But why would Bill Maher even bring that?
I guess so that he can get some attention. I don't know. I don't think they necessarily do these things. I don't think they're consciously going I'm going to do this and get attention. I just think in some people, there's some part of them that knows, some unconscious part of them knows this stuff gets attention. And so that's how come it just keeps happening. But I don't think they purposefully do it. I just, I
know, it's crazy. I mean,
maybe Bill Maher's a little jealous. I don't know. Why doesn't Howard Stern talk about me like that?
Yeah, well, I mean, Howard Stern's a happily married guy. He really is happy about, he talks about his wife, Beth, and
I love that you know her name.
Yeah, because I listened. So I listened. Okay, Susan. So anyhow, listen, Tuesday, my special. It was great.
It's very good. I saw it live. I watched it after. It's really
taped
funny.
it at the Cutting Room in New York.
You killed that night. You just killed.
Do you think it'll? Okay, thank you. But will it play that way? It's so different being there,
right,
and then seeing it.
Right. No, I think it did. I think it captured what happened.
I saw Bonnie laughing. That gave me confidence when I was on stage. It's hard to work in front of your spouse when they're a brilliant comic too.
That's why I don't want you in the room when I'm around, because I feel like you'll see all the little
tricks.
Yes.
No, very critical. We're fucking both been doing this for a long time.
And I also think I'm pretty good at crowd work, but then when you come in, I always think you'd be like, no, don't say that. That's not right. Say it this. Well, you should have done that. That's what I think's going on in your head the whole time, which probably is.
Probably. And the same, you told me to take out a couple of bits out of my special, and I did. Which, whatever. So
no one pushed back, right? No one was like, hey, leave that in.
No one's going to tell me what to do or not to do.
No, but people could advise you. Oh, I thought that was really funny.
I took your advice, not their advice.
I know,
but they didn't give me advice.
No, but I'm saying when you said, hey, can you take this bit out? Nobody was like, you should leave that in. That's great.
No.
Right. No. So I'm just saying.
It comes out next Tuesday, YouTube/Rich Voss, or there'll be a link on my website. Next week, we'll be at Skankfest in Vegas. We're doing Would You Bang 'Em there? Whatever shows they have us on. It's so much fun. You weren't at Skankfest in Vegas last year. It's when we caught Reno with a bottle of vodka.
And I had to stay home.
So, I mean, it's so overwhelming how many people are there. You'll see. It's crazy. I'm telling you, we're going to find you a boyfriend.
Okay.
So next week's Skankfest. This weekend I'm in Albany at the Comedy Works. It's good to be back. Did you miss doing this with me?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Do you have anything you want to plug?
No.
No, you can't work.
I don't think so.
Bonnie can't. I mean, she's comedy's.
I'm doing some more stand-up than normal.
You were in Chicago. Where were you the week before Chicago?
Austin. This week I'm local at the Stand. Next week I'm in Vegas.
Skankfest.
The week after that I'm in Connecticut at the
Mohegan
Sun coming up.
Is it on your website that you don't have?
I don't have a website, but just, look it up. Go look it up. Go Google it.
Google, right? Google. You're looking pretty. I like your sweater. I like your podcast sweater. You're going to wear that every week?
Yeah, every week. You'll never know what episode it is.
Well, listen, we're glad we're back. Tell your friends you could.
We just had our 18th wedding anniversary.
Oh, yeah. Happy anniversary. And we went out to dinner.
And you were just lightly annoying, not terribly annoying.
Oh, yeah. Bonnie, I'll take care of it. The bill comes. Oh, no. Her wallet's nowhere to be found. I don't mind because we pay, we don't care about who pays what. But we went to a very nice restaurant, very well known.
Wolfgang Puck's.
I wasn't going to say the name because I was going to complain about my chicken parm, I'm not a Yelp person.
Oh, well. Okay. Thanks, everybody.
Is that it? We're out. See you next week.
My Wife Hates Me podcast, hosted and created by Rich Voss and Bonnie McFarlane. Produced by Nick Collette. Find us wherever you get your podcasts.
This jackass Jew. Some people say that opposites attract, but this seems more like a suicide pact. He's totally sober, she's not that drunk. He's really old and she's got some spunk. He's totally holy as an asinine bomb, and she's just a little less dumb. She really hates him, it's really true. But somewhere deep down, she loves him too.